Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this channel, Bon TV Kenya. And it is very clear now that Okeng'o Matiang'i is on the race in 2027 presidential bid. What are the chances of Okeng'o Matiang'i from last week here? And according to the clips from yesterday, it is very clear that Okeng'o Matiang'i is on the race. Listen to this clip.
Tunaenda wapi? Huyu anasema natembea, anasema Matiangi. Hello. Kwa hivyo Matiangi wajikane na natembea na Karonzo na Gachagua na Kioni na Matiangi ndio wanasema hako ndani ya Jubilee. Na yeye alifanya kazi na chama ya Jubilee miaka 10. Hao wakae na wale wengine. So we as a Jubilee party, we have our own candidate also called Matiangi. Waende wakae na wale Hello? Aende wakae na wale
wao ndio wamekuwa wakiniuliza unataka Onyonka, mbona mnanyamaza namna hii? Simlete huyo Matiangi. Matiangi anawatumia salamu na yeye anataka kuwa president ya Kenya. Salimia yeye. Mnasalimia yeye.
Si kama jamii ya Omogusi tumeamua candidate yetu ya urais hapa nchini Kenya 2027 elections anaitwa Dr. Fred Matiangi Okeng'o. Na tena hatusongi nyuma. We will continue. We have decided that if you have a dysfunctional country, that institutions are not ready to share the cake equitably, then you must look for alternatives. How you will force those who are in power to share those resources with you equitably. And one of the approaches, we will set our own political party, we will go and negotiate. We know Fred Matiangi is going to win, but he cannot win alone. We are going to talk to everybody. This country requires to look for us also from the small clans. Even us who are without the numbers, we need to be given an opportunity to show what we can do. Individuals and people, and you leave some of us out of it, we will not vote for you. Your Excellency, when you see a woman who is telling you that Shah and Shif and Shah are not working, then you abduct her, you arrest her because you want to discipline her. It means you've lost legitimacy. Your Excellency, where we come from, the Kisii community believes in excellence. The Kisii community has produced the best lawyers like Okeng'o Matiang'i, the best judges like Judge Maraga. We have produced our good professors and doctors, and we expect excellence from you. We don't expect mediocrity. And that is why, Your Excellency, I want to tell you, we as a community, even when we are not tribal, where we believe in the country called Kenya, a country that believes in fairness, equity, and democracy, we now have a candidate, and his name is Fred Matiangi. Sasa Mheshimiwa Rais, sasa wewe jipange. Ujipange na sisi tutakupanga. Usema no. Teriboigo.
Yes, it is now very, very clear that Okeng'o Matiang'i is on the race for 2027 presidential election. Okeng'o Matiang'i, the entry of Okeng'o Matiang'i is going to change. Everything is going to change a lot in Kenyan politics. Who is Okeng'o Matiang'i? Okeng'o Matiang'i is a former minister for interior, a former minister for education, and a former minister for communication. Matiang'i is a performer under the Ministry of Communication. You saw the migration of digital from analog. You remember when the analog TV was shut down, and in fact ensured the total migration from analog to digital. He brought reforms in education when he was in the Ministry of Education. You remember, for the first time in 2016, the exam in history of Kenya, there were no cheating. He brought reforms in education to the Ministry of Interior. You remember what he did in the ministry. So Fred Okeng'o Matiang'i and Uhuru Kenyatta, he was appointed actually in something which appeared like a prime minister. In fact, he was very powerful. He was even very powerful than the then deputy president, William Samoei Ruto. Now, Fred Okeng'o Matiang'i. In 2027, there are so many factors that are going to determine who is going to emerge the winner of the presidential election. Number one, there is the Gen Z factor. Gen Z, you remember vile walifanya in May 25th, 2024 venye walifamia bunge wakaingia. Gen Z ni watu wenye hawaogopi kabisa. There is people are fearless. You remember what they did. So, and according to Gen Z's, majority of them, they prefer Fred Okeng'o Matiang'i. In fact, kuna time walikuwa walimpandika picha zake in social media, wakasema Matiang'i, uko wapi? Wewe ndio mkombozi. Unajua kuna vile Matiang'i is very very strict, is a no-nonsense man. So hii Kenya imefika mahali watu kama Matiang'i, no-nonsense men who means business, imefika mahali wanatakiwa sasa ndio wachukue ushukani wa hii taifa. You remember Ruto, there were a lot of expectations from William Samoei Ruto. The guy used to promise heaven, but he has delivered hell. Unajua ni vizuri sana kuto promise. Unajua ukipromise, Ruto has not done anything different from the previous president or anything different from what even Raila Odinga, if suppose he was to be the president, probably the nation was, or the country was to be like this. But the difference between them and Ruto is like days and night. Ruto is over promising. In fact, ukipromise mtu nitakupea hiki na hiki na hiki, then you don't deliver, and somebody akuje as promise anything ama akwambie tu kweli that I don't have anything but itakuwa hivi na hivi na hivi. So huyu mwenye ali promise ataonekana mbaya. Yeah, the problem with Samoei Ruto is over promising things which he knows is very hard to deliver. So Fred Okeng'o Matiang'i is a no-nonsense man. He's going to deliver. Factor number two. Number one is Gen Z. Number two is Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya hapo ndio kisungumkuti kiko. Right now, there's no serious presidential candidate ambaye emerged from Mount Kenya. So probably people like Rigi and others are actually might plan to give support to other people. Nani watapea support? Sahii wanaangalia mtu tu, na ukumbuke Rigi ako very very determined to remove William Samoei Ruto. Ulimsikia jana akisema kwamba we are determined to ensure that William Samoei Ruto set an history as the first Kenyan president, as the first one-time president ever in history of this nation.
Malala amenibia siri kidogo, amesema iko gari mpya iko inakuja, iko inaundwa, inatayarishwa hivi karibuni. Tukitoka Chui House, Rigiji atakuwa anatualika kwake, iwe wa Munyoro, iwe wapi, tujue jina la hiyo gari na tujue jina la hiyo chama.
Sacrifices necessary to make sure that William Ruto is a one-term president.
Na watu wake kama wanakubali tutembee pamoja. Lakini leo hata kabla tujajua jina.
And let us not approach this election with a predetermined mindset. That lazima ikuwe ni mimi ama ni mimi. Wacha tuseme tuko na kibarua ya kung'oa hii jamaa. That is the first objective. Let us consolidate our votes, consolidate. Uzuri, payslip holders are 3 million. Na every payslip holder has a minimum influence of 2 people. Those are 9 million people who have a personal issue with William Ruto. Sasa, ongeza Gen Z. Maneno inaisha.
in history of this nation. Kumbuke Kenyatta aliongoza mpaka akakufa kwa kiti. Moi aliongoza term kama 4 for 24 years. Kibaki aliongoza 2 terms akaretire. Uhuru akaongoza maximum of 2 terms. So ati Ruto ataset an history kukua mtu wa kwanza ama president wa kwanza kuserve 1 term. So and is going to ensure that. But who are they projecting to be the candidate? You might be aware that Rigiji might not be eligible for 2027 presidential candidate due to an impeachment. Kwamba once umekuwa impeached, you might wait longer before you do something. So ni candidate one mwenye wanaona wakiput their weight on that candidate mwenye anaweza ongoza taifa na mtu wengi wanasema maybe Steven Kalonzo Musyoka, Steve how maybe wanasema Wamalwa, wengine wanasema Mtata, wengine wanasema mtu anaitwa nani? Matiangi. So Rigiji, unajua watu wa kusema kutoka mlima ni Rigiji ambaye ndio sahihi kusema kabisa. Mtu kama Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta na wengineo, watu wanasema namna gani? Already Uhuru Kenyatta's party Jubilee has declared that their candidate is none other than Fred Okeng'o Matiang'i. How is it going to happen with the other guys like Rigiji? They are going how are they going to do? I'm seeing a possibility of Rigiji and the other people from the mountain who are against William Samoei Ruto weighing their weight behind Fred Okeng'o Matiang'i, wakisema ya kwamba ama wakipapot to just think that Fred Okeng'o Matiang'i ndio atamtoa ujamaa William Samoei Ruto. What do you think? So it is very clear. William Samoei Ruto, no, it's very very clear. And you see, of late William Samoei Ruto ako very unpopular huko mlimani, hata Kenya mzima. The guy is so unpopular. In fact, if election were to happen today na tuko na strong candidate, for example Fred Okeng'o Matiang'i, Ruto atapoteza asubuhi kabisa. It's very clear, kila mtu anaona, it's very very clear. Mlima imeenda na imeenda kabisa. Other parts like Kisii now imeenda. Hata Wajaluo, our guys, our people from Luo Nyanza, si wote wanaweza support William Samoei Ruto. Hapo ni kuna kura kadhaa zitaenda Western. Jamaa ameshinda huko Western. Itakuwaje? Western pia inaenda. So I don't know the miracle which William Samoei Ruto is going to employ so that to be elected again, to be re-elected in 2027. Na umesikia kuna sasa the Fred Okeng'o Matiang'i factor hiyo it is going to be fire, but we are just waiting to see how things are going to fold. And but with the entry of Okeng'o Fred Matiang'i into 2027 general election is going to change the politics of this country in a big way. I don't know what you think, but in summary form nimekwambia jamaa Fred Matiang'i ni mchapakazi, is a performer. Under the Ministry of Communication, you saw how what he did. The Ministry of Education, you saw the reforms he brought in the education sector. And the Ministry of Interior, you saw everything, how they were running so smooth. And Fred Matiang'i is no nonsense man. The guy talked so little in political matters. He has so little, but he does much. When Fred Okeng'o Matiang'i is assigned to a specific task, the man delivers, and it's very clear with evidence, crystal clear, that the man is a performer, and given a task, or given a chance to become the Kenya 6th president, is likely to perform beyond expectation. So I don't know what you think. Drop your comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that you are notified every time we post a new video. This is Born TV Kenya, and my name is SC Born.